Hey everybody, so today's job is going to be replacement of sliders, sometimes called Hyfax, on a snowmobile. In this case, it's a Ski Doo Rev XS chassis sled, a Renegade. As a matter of fact, mid-2010s, I think it's a 2015 model year. And this one has got some pretty low, pretty worn out slides. Right here in the middle, you can see that there's normally a wear line right about here. Let me get you a little bit better light. And the wear line, we're just about at that wear line. It's pretty thin relative to like over here. Maybe you can tell that's a whole lot thicker, hardly worn at all, but right up here, kind of in the front third or so of the skid, it's getting pretty low. So changing these sliders or Hyfax is a pretty easy job. It starts by getting the sled up safely off the ground with the track suspended, and then what you want to do is rotate the track. And in this case, you can see this right up through here, this little window, and that screw with a nut on it is where the Hyfax is connected, or the slider's connected to the rail. And to access that, you just need to rotate the track so that there is a window. One of the track windows allows you to reach up here and get to the screw. So you can see my finger kind of pointing in there in the middle of the screen. I've got the window lined up, and as a matter of fact, on this Ski Doo, it's simply a Phillips machine screw, kind of heavy duty, held on with that nut. So I'm just going to go in here with that shorty Phillips screwdriver and loosen this all the way up and remove that screw. And that's the only thing holding the slider in place right up there at the front of the rails. So let's get that off. All right, so you can see that I've got my screwdriver up in here, and if you're really paying attention, you can see that I'm backing that screw down and slowly getting that loose. The reason I wanted to show you a little bit more about this was I mentioned this happens to be a Ski Doo, but it's really the same principle on any other sled I've owned. And full disclosure, I've only owned one other brand, and that's Polaris. But I've used the same procedure to change Hyfax or sliders on Polaris brand sleds as well. Very, very similar procedure. About the only difference I can think of is that, at least the Polarises I'm thinking of, this was not a Phillips head machine screw, but I think it was a Allen head bolt held in there as well. So other than that, pretty much the same thing. But I think I've pretty much got that screw loosened. Sure enough, I do. Just going to do it by finger a little bit more, and then I'll be able to start moving the Hyfax. So here you can see the hole in the slider. I've got the track window lined up here. Here's my slider, and that's where the machine screw went into that countersunk hole. What I'm going to do now is really carefully use a center punch and a hammer, and I'm going to use just this edge, this countersunk edge, get my punch in there, and kind of line it up parallel along the length of the rail here, and only tapping not on the rail but just on the Hyfax itself in order to start moving it towards the back of the sled so I can use another window in the track to pull it out through the back, and then I'll put the new one back in. So you can see I've moved the Hyfax or the slider about an inch back from the where it started on the top there, and that's going to give me just enough room now at the back to be able to grab the slider with a pliers through one of the track windows back there, and pull this slider out the rest of the way back through the track, and then we'll install the new one. So you can see I've got the Hyfax or slider, whatever term you want to use, kind of working through the window in the track. I did have to twist it a little bit. Once I got it back here, just grabbing with the vice grips, and you can see, you know, the rubber track, it's made out of rubber, so it's willing to flex a little bit. So I've got the ends of the Hyfax out here. I'm going to grab it now with the vice grip and pull it out the rest of the way, and then we'll insert the fresh one in the same direction through that same track window. A little bit further along now, but what I wanted to show you is, you can see as I turn and twist the Hyfax with the vice grip, kind of hard to tell, but you're going to want to keep that turn, that flex, while you're removing it from the track window. If you leave it horizontal or perpendicular to the thinnest part of the window, that's just going to be more resistance. So what I'm going to do is torque it counterclockwise while I'm pulling, and that'll line it, the Hyfax up more with the track window and make it easier to pull out. So here's a new slider. This happens to be original equipment brand. I've tried to use non-OEM in the past, and actually the thing that got me was the holes weren't drilled appropriately. So ever since then I've gone OEM. I don't always do that, but in this case, in terms of where the hole is located and the length, I just don't want to mess around, and I certainly don't want to have to drill my own holes. So you can see the wear line. This is a brand new one that you can see here. The top of this is the bottom, right? This is the contact point of the slider, and you can see the wear line. So that's what you can gauge your wear on when they're actually on your sled. So let me hold it next to this old one, and you can see that the old one, like right here, where the hump is, right? There's a lot of material left there, but up closer to the front, like where I said earlier, it's pretty much down to the wear line, and you can see when you compare the two, there's not much material left there. So that's why we're switching them out. I've got my new ones sitting indoors. It's not a super cold day. We're off season, hoping for some snow here soon, but I've got them indoors just warming up so they're a little bit more flexible. I'm just going to put a little bit of silicone oil or spray in the surface here to help them slide when I put them on the rails, and we're going to go do that now. All right. Okay, so kind of hard to tell what we're looking at here, but looking across here, you can see that I've got the slider pretty much, I've got it through the track window, and you can see the rail there. I'm working alone, so I'm not going to be able to film this, but I've got it lined up. I've got a little spray lube there, and I'm just going to get it lined up on both sides. And I know I've got the hole forward. Don't install them backwards, because you have to remove them. Make sure the hole is forward and get them on that rail, and then we're just going to gently tap them with a hammer all the way up. We might have to use an extension, maybe some other tools to carefully get it all the way lined up so the hole is in the front, matches up where the screw goes, and then we'll be set.